This is real tiny. Is that a Audi thing?
No, I don't know. Germans don't need rear view mirrors.
On the Autobahn, they just...
yeah, they just go fast.
Who's looking behind you, right?
Right. Just go forward.
Some cars are easy to live with. Some cars are sporty. Some cars are luxurious. But only a few cars can do it all. In this video, I try to talk Megan into getting an Audi S3.
So we should get it in a fun color.
No.
I try to make a rational case for why we need an Audi S3.
No, you do not make a good case for it.
And Megan, unfortunately, reminds me that she drives a 2012 Suburban, so I do not get to have an Audi S3.
So yeah, I like it. I really do like it.
So I can get an Audi S3.
Do I have to remind you, I drive a 2012 Suburban with 165,000 miles on it, so no, you cannot. So if you like reviews like this, where you've got like a married couple and a family with kids telling you how we actually like incorporate these cars into our real world, into our real lives, instead of just, telling you all the facts you can Google, please like, subscribe, ring the bell for more.
Well, I will be trying to justify this all video long, so stay tuned because I think that I make a pretty good case for why I should have an Audi S3.
No, you do not make a good case. Good try.
But let's start with what makes this an Audi S3 as opposed to just an Audi A3, and that starts under the hood, where we have a turbocharged 2-liter 4-cylinder making over 300 horsepower, which is a lot in a car roughly the size of my shoe. You also get 295 pound-feet of torque, and that's running through Audi's legendary Quattro all-wheel drive system. And that runs through a quick-shifting dual-clutch 7-speed automatic transmission. So that's the baseline.
I already forgot the name. S3?
Yes.
Okay, that's what I thought. I really like the front end. It looks cool and sporty, and I love the big grille. What is this fat, like whatever the fat grille is instead of the one with the little tiny?
Audi's been doing big grills for a while.
Yeah, I really like the big grill. So the grill looks great. The front end, I really, really like.
Well, I'm just trying to convince you to let me get this car.
This is not gonna happen. So now, can we go around?
Well, yes.
So I love the front, but like it's not my favorite on the side and to the back. I feel like it's starting to look more like a sedan.
Well, it is.
And less like a sports car, but it feels like a sports car. Why does it feel like a sports car if it's a sedan? Is it a sedan or is it a sports car? Which one is it?
It's an awesome sedan.
Yeah, but I feel like it's like a little bit, like we've got two different personalities going on here, and I'm not sure what they're going with. Are they going for a sedan? But you can't fit people in this backseat.
Well,
a sports sedan. So not a sports car, a sports sedan. Okay, I'll give it a sports sedan. It is definitely, it's like a mullet. It is.
A mullet?
But like a reverse mullet, because it's like party in the front.
Germans
and
love
like,
mullets.
But it's like party in the front and like business in the back. Because the back to me looks like a sedan. Like a nice sedan, but like a sedan. The front to me looks more sporty. So think reverse mullet. And if you're like into that kind of thing, like this is your car.
This is the only Audi review where someone called it a reverse mullet.
Do you know what I'm saying though? Like I think I'm right. I think the people will understand. Can I open it?
Yeah.
Am I going to be able to fit inside?
I doubt it.
Oh, it's not electric either. What?
It's a sedan.
What is that? I don't care. I paid how much? How much?
$56,000.
56,000? Wow. Okay. Audi.
Audi.
I'm like so. I'm
wow.
so.
Everyone in Germany
I'm
just
so
went,
shook.
Ugh, Americans.
I'm so shook by the fact that there's not an electric thing that I can't even say Audi. Okay, it's actually not. It's bigger. You said it wasn't great, but that's bigger than I actually thought it was going to be. Because you got all your camera and there's plenty of room in there. I mean, I'm not going to roll on in.
No, I just meant you can't get in.
No, I could. Is that a challenge?
I mean,
if your stuff wasn't there, I would 100% roll right in there.
I don't want this to become a snuff film.
But you have too much stuff, so that's not gonna happen. But you said it was small. That's not bad.
Okay.
I mean, it's not what you normally think for a sedan, but if we're going sports sedan, not bad. Not bad. We're not taking this on like to Disney or to the beach for vacation. You and me by ourselves?
Yeah, leave the kids.
Yeah, but then that's so see that's a sedan, so it's not a family sedan. It's definitely not a family sedan. It is definitely a sports sedan. Right? Okay.
Yeah.
And now I gotta close it all by myself.
Wow.
Jeez.
You can't
You gotta push hard, guys. You gotta
fail.
But here's what's impressive though. I've been driving this thing all week, and when it was dropped off, it had an indicated 500 miles of range. 500 miles of range. That's nuts in a car this size. I've driven it all week to work. I've driven it back and forth to Hallie's volleyball practices, which are not particularly close by, and I even drove it up to Road Atlanta and back. Don't worry, Audi, it was just to watch, not to drive. And I've still got plenty of gas remaining. This thing still has about an 1/8 of a tank, a 1/7 of a tank, something like that. If you stay out of the boost, you can get 32 miles per gallon on the highway, and honestly, I was probably averaging in the high 20s, close to 30 around town. But it's kind of hard to stay out of the boost. So I have this little more aggressive kind of curvy road in the woods, and the main thing is it's in the woods, so there's no cross streets or driveways or anything, but it also has some pretty intense pavement in certain areas, so I use that as my handling road. So let's take a second and see what the S3 makes of this in maximum attack. I've got it set to dynamic, I've got the transmission in automatic but in sport mode. I also have a Chevy Traverse that pulled out right in front of me because it was thinking, I'm like an Audi. I'm in many ways like an Audi. Also, how good is this driving position for someone who's 6'6"? I mean, Germans, am I right? Apologies in advance for the camera shake, but here we go. All right. You know, for a car with this much weight on the front end, I cannot believe how good the ride is, honestly. Like, this road is not the most well-maintained road, and traveling at this speed in many cars, it would be somewhat brutal. This thing feels like it's riding over glass, honestly. It just is crazy. So good. Holy cow, how did it take that so well? The suspension is really dialed in, really dialed in. Okay, that was just stupid. How in the world was this thing that comfortable on that road? I was expecting the S3 to be pretty good over that little stretch of pavement. I was not expecting it to be that comfortable. Like, it shouldn't be that comfortable. Like, how are the edges getting rolled off so pleasantly? And let's go. Satisfying. I don't know how much of that noise is piped in, but I like it. All right, here we go. Into the woods we go. Now, there's a little dip in here that usually catches stiffly sprung cars by surprise, and right about here, and I mean, it's just nuts how comfortable this thing is. It still feels like it's on rails. It is absorbing literally everything. I'm going as fast on this road right now as I would go in the Toyota Supra, basically as fast as is safe. And this thing, oh my gosh, that section is the worst one, and this thing was fine. Just absolutely fine. Oh, I think I just fell in love with this car a little bit more, to be honest with you. I mean, that should not be possible. Mad respect to Audi for that. Yes, man, this thing is a delight. This is a delight. God, I wish I had time to take this up to the mountains. Okay, from a driver's point of view, just what a delightful little car. What a delightful little car. I think I need to try to convince Megan even harder that we need this in our lives. Not want this in our lives, need this in our lives.
What do you think of the color?
Okay, so this might surprise you.
It's called Turbo Blue.
It is.
Yeah.
This might surprise you, but I actually really like it. Like, it's very like Smurf blue. Is that what it's like?
Wow, Smurf.
Okay,
blue.
but like I love the Smurfs. I'm a child of the 80s. But like a little darker, I think. And like, if you're gonna get an Audi, like a sport Audi sedan, get it in a fun color. You know,
Yeah.
like I would totally. And then people like are looking at you, look at that car. You know.
So we should get it in a
No,
fun color.
No, whoever you guys out there, buy it in a fun color. Not him. You, not him.
It also looks fantastic in this turbo blue. I mean, this thing just looks and feels special. And since this one has the Mega Prestige package, we'll get into more of that later, you get fun little luxurious touches like headlight animations in addition to all the sporty goodness. This is a very attractive small car. I'm not usually a fan of silver trim, but Audi makes it work better than anyone else. And this car looks just as expensive as it is. Approximately, you know what, let's get into that.
Well, yeah.
I already told you, I love the inside. The steering wheel is so great. The seats, like the cushy, lovely. This guy that I was talking about earlier, can you see this? The gear shift,
Oh, yeah.
It's different, but I love it though, because it's super user-friendly. These piano keys, awesome. The screen here, like all the different, like that looks like a lot of fun to figure out how all that stuff works. This right here, that you just showed me how to make this whole what is this thing? My
Gauge
cluster
cluster?
gauge?
Yeah.
Gauge
Cluster gauge.
my gauge cluster, how to make it all like a Google map.
Yeah.
That is so cool. And if like your phone's connected, like it'll show you how to get there on there.
Yeah.
Like so your directions are
Well, no,
dead.
not CarPlay. Like
Oh.
you have to enter it into
into the car or
yeah,
whatever.
into Audi's thing
That is so cool though. Like I would drive like this all the time, I think. That's really awesome.
with the map.
Yes. Like can you see that? You see how cool that looks? And I like the speed, like that's awesome. Can you just drive like that forever?
Uh-huh.
I totally would. I love the sunroof. I love, like I said, the wheel. I love it. It looks so good. It's got the Bang & Olufsen speakers, fancy.
Yeah, actually the good sound system.
Yeah. I love it. And I like the black and gray with the silver accents and stuff. And what is this that you said is it?
Oh, that little
like
carbon inlay looking thing.
yeah, but it's like quilty or something.
yeah,
I don't know. I
the
kind of like
Napa
it.
leather.
Yeah. This is real tiny. Is that a Audi thing?
No, I don't know. Germans don't need rear view mirrors.
On the Autobahn, they just
Yeah, they just go fast.
who's looking behind you, right?
Right. Just go forward.
Yeah, no, I love it. I love the big pedals. These are awesome.
Yeah, that's sport.
Like
thing
the
with
big silver and
S3.
black. Buy it, guys. Buy it, but not.
Yes, we will.
No. I knew that was coming. No, we will not because I drive an old car.
We will buy one.
No, we will buy.
Inside is the expected Audi quality, and since this one has the Prestige package, which is like the premium package and the tech package like all rolled into one, you get a lot of content. What you shouldn't get is all this piano black trim. Gross. The showpiece, of course, is Audi's virtual cockpit, which means you get a 12.3-inch digital gauge cluster that can display things like Google Maps right in front of your face. You get lots of other goodies as well. Not a surround view camera, but lots of other goodies. Well, for $7,000, you better. Yes, the Prestige package costs $7,000. So complementing the standard 10-inch infotainment screen is adaptive cruise control and Audi's smart key access, a Bang & Olufsen sound system, a wireless charger, a head-up display, a sunroof, and memory for the driver's seat. If you're thinking that at this price, most of these options should be normal, well, you're not wrong. The Germans, am I right? Add another $1,200 for the Napa leather package, which basically just gets you kind of the diamond quilting and some of the inlays on the dash. Doesn't replace the piano black though, unfortunately. And this little guy starts to get kind of pricey. Yeah, and you also have to keep in mind that this is a small car. I'm sure you could see that for yourself, especially based on the way that I'm sitting right now, but rear seat room is compromised, trunk space is decent, and children can fit in the back, but the reason I'm sitting like this is because I pretty much can't. So when I say that I really like this car and I would like to have an Audi S3, I'm taking all that into account. I mean, you gotta make sacrifices, right?
We're gonna check the back seat out. It looks real small from the front. Oh, who's supposed to fit in there? Me?
Children.
Small children, not our children.
Well, the seat is where you and I would both have it.
I'm afraid to even. Do I have to try?
Try.
Okay, I may not. Oh Lord. Okay, it's like, whoa, my hair doesn't fit. Okay. It's if I was shorter, the seats are like it's pretty comfy. It's just like, do I look like a fat guy in a little coat? Do I look like a big person in a small car?
I mean, maybe, but we just lost our overweight audience.
No, that's the movie. Okay, do I want me to start over?
That guy in a little coat.
You say get out as if this is going to be easy. Okay. But it's comfortable. So if you're short, it's very comfy. I'm not going to lie. Or if you have a child,
Yeah.
or you have a short driver, then taller people.
So see, it's practical, so I should get this car.
No. Again, what do I drive?
Is it all worth it? Well, let's see if we can convince Megan that it is. For $56,000, you get a stunning German sports sedan that is fast enough to be exciting, handles well, gets excellent fuel economy, and has just enough luxurious touches to make you feel special. It's got the security of quattro all-wheel drive, the technology that you would expect, and it's just practical enough just for a tallish family to find useful in day-to-day driving. But let me bring up another car that we had recently that we both really liked to see what Megan thinks about comparing the Audi S3 to that.
Better than the Mazda 3?
I mean, this might drive better. I think so. Yeah. What do you think? I didn't feel like a sports car driver. I feel like Mario Andretti or something in here. And I didn't feel like that, like with the Mazda. Yeah, no, this totally drives better than the Mazda. Sorry. But I mean, it's $20,000 more, right? It should.
Yeah,
like
$20,000.
Yeah, I mean, it drives like it's $20,000 more than the Mazda. So if it's out of your, price range, then get the Mazda and you get the same, roughly the same.
All right, now for it.
Oh, yeah. Oh, that was good. That had some good sounds. Did you get those?
Yeah.
Whoa, I'm like a race car driver. Man, that was fun. Yeah, no, that's awesome. I think that's better than the Mazda. Do you?
Yeah, no, this handles a lot better than the Mazda does.
This is awesome.
The Mazda kind of wishes it was this car.
But they did a good job, though.
No,
I mean, don't they?
It's not bad.
They have
for
limitations
36,
for their
but
price.
This is
Yeah.
56.
Yeah, that's how much it costs.
Yes,
56.
56,000.
Dang, for a tiny little car. Who do they want? Who does Audi want to buy this car? You.
Me.
You.
Yeah, because
Me?
this is a
Not me?
car that could be my only car, and it's awesome.
Okay, but if it was your car, then I could borrow it.
Right.
So ladies,
see?
get this car. Make your husbands or your significant others who like a sporty vehicle, tell them to buy it, and then you can drive it. Heck yeah. But I would totally have this in our driveway. And then I could be like, honey, I'm taking the Audi. And you'd be like, honey, I was about to leave. And I'd be like, I don't care. And then I'd like race you out to the Audi.
This is a
and
weird
then I'd beat
story.
you. And then,
I'm
then it would be
editing
gone.
all this out. All this just got edited
No,
out.
you're not.
There's no getting over the fact that the stunning Mazda 3 hatchback that we had just a couple weeks ago cost $20,000 less than this Audi S3, and it's certainly not $20,000 less car. But the Audi S3 is faster than the Mazda 3 Turbo, it handles better than the Mazda 3 Turbo, and it has loads better technology than the Mazda 3 Turbo. Keep in mind that you could forgo the $7,000 Prestige package and definitely the $1,200 Napa Leather package and get the price down closer to $50,000. The Audi S3 actually starts at about $46,000, so around 10 grand more than the Mazda, and you get sort of the essential essence of the Audi S3, minus some of the options that you'd want, but the essential essence is still there. If you're an enthusiast dad like me and you're looking for a reasonably decently, sort of not really priced, all-in-one sporty vehicle to serve as your sole driver, the Audi S3 might be the perfect choice. Now, let's check in with Megan to see if I managed to convince her.
Okay.
Overall, Audi S3.
So my Audi S3, my overall synopsis.
Worth 56,000.
Yes.
Yes.
Yes, for the way it drives, absolutely.
Okay, so we're getting one.
No. So driving, 10 out of 10, 100 for sure. Interior, I mean, it's a little small for me, but it's supposed to be small, right? I'll go 9 out of 10. I really love the seats. Whatever that quilted leather is, that's like nice. Front end, absolutely a 10 out of 10. From here back, I'm gonna go like 7 or 8 out of 10.
Wow, you're really knocking the sedan.
But if it's
aspect.
supposed to be, I want it to be more sporty. I want it to be a more, like, if it's a sports sedan, I want it to look just a hair sportier.
Okay.
But that's just me. But if I'm not the
So
demographic and you are, and you want one, so clearly it's a 10 out of 10 on your book,
we should
right?
get the RS3.
What is that? Sportier?
That's even sportier and more powerful.
Yes, that's what I want. More powerful?
Yes.
I'll take it. So no, but I really like it. Overall, I'd give her. Are cars boys or girls? Or does it matter?
Girls usually.
I'll give this car like 9 out of 10. I really do like it, and
All right.
it looks like it costs what it costs. So if you're into that thing, like you've got, I mean, it's worth. I don't know
So
what
it
I'm trying
is
to say.
worth 20 grand
It is
more
worth
than a
20.
Mazda
Yes,
3.
I think so. I
Okay.
think so. And I loved the Mazda, so that it really is saying a lot. But yeah, I love it.
Well, guys, I tried to convince her. If you think that Megan should let me get an Audi S3, she doesn't know I'm doing this. This is off the script. This is off the books. She doesn't know I'm saying this. If you think that Megan should let me get an Audi S3, comment down below. Let Jax get an Audi S3. But if you think Megan deserves a new car first, comment that down below. We'll see you in the next video.
Am I on?
Yes.
Oh, you got to tell me. You got to give me a signal or something. We need a
I
signal.
just thought I'd let you stand awkwardly.
Like a
for
rolling,
bit.
rolling.
Yeah.
This is the poured a whole Audi video, but don't have the camera turned on.
So what do you think of the inside?
Oh, we're talking. Yeah, but I guess all sports cars are tiny.
that was an old Skyline.
Dude, people can't see it.
Well, I know. It's a Nissan Skyline drove by everyone.